Hey guys, and welcome to FYI Friday. Okay, so my tip today, I will be the first to admit that I do not always follow because I have like zero self-control and cannot help myself sometimes. So the tip today is one that I actually learned through my QC Makeup Academy schooling from Nathan Johnson. So sometimes we get spots on our face, some blemishes on our face, okay? And they are, they pop up at like the worst possible time. So like the night before your wedding, or like the night before prom, or the night before, some big date that you have, something important, okay? The night before, and it is the most infuriating thing, right? Oh, it is downpouring outside. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not. It's crazy. But it is very, very hard, and I know this, to not mess with it, okay? Like, it is very, very hard because it's on there and you're like, oh my goodness, I don't want this to show tomorrow because it's a big day and I don't want it, to be in pictures and to last forever. But the one thing that Nathan Johnson taught me is to not mess with spots the night before. If it's like a couple nights before, that's one thing because you have a couple days to kind of like deal with it afterwards. But if you go like messing with blemishes the night before a big event, what's gonna happen is the next day, all it's gonna be is like kind of like a like a crusty scab kind of like on your face. I don't like saying that, but like it is. So that is gonna be like 1,000 times harder to hide with makeup than if you were to just leave it alone and just have it, because if you don't mess with it, it's just gonna have like a smooth like top to it, and then you can just use concealers, foundation, all of that stuff to kind of like cover it a little bit better. But like I said, if you mess with it and it gets scabbed over, it's gonna be very difficult because whatever product you put on that is just going to latch to that dryness, and it's going to stand out a little bit more than if you were to just not mess with it. One thing that I will say though, if this does happen and you need to do something about it because it's like either painful or it just is crazy, put a spot cream on it or something like that. Put spot cream, put, a mask over it that might get rid of it by itself, but do not mess with it. And like I said, I am the #1 like criminal of doing this. Like, if it's on my face, it's gotta go. Like, it drives me nuts. So, all right guys, so I feel like that was a really quick tip, but it definitely is one that would make a difference if you are going to have pictures taken of you at prom or your wedding, and you don't want to always just focus on that little dry patch that your makeup stuck to. All right, hopefully this tip helped some of you. Again, I learned this from Nathan Johnson, who is the instructor of the QC Makeup Academy. All right, so I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you in next week's FYI Friday video. Bye.